Alright, well, I realized I'm probably not going to get anything more here, so I should probably go back and talk to somebody who I forgot was hiding info from me. Why is everybody hiding info from me? I'm freaking Edgeworth now. I don't deserve this kind of bullcrap treatment. Isn't that right, Iris?
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that
Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes, thank you.
That's right, you better warm up to me now. So, time to see exactly what you were really doing last night. I just finished speaking with the head nun of the Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She says she saw you stab Miss Elise Donham with a sword. And on one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training in the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple, and yet Sister Bikini says she met you at the Inner Temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night.
It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks? Maybe. Well, time to break her in two. Let's do this. So welcome back, everybody, to our Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. This is your host, the MJ406. And, well, it's time to see what this Iris was doing last night when the murder happened. Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much you couldn't even leave your own room? I forgot, we just found a freaking blackmail letter? I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you.
Ah, that's...
Well, Iris?
Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct?
Ah!
Yes! Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Both? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. I love glaring at people like that.
But, Mr. Edgeworth...
Yes?
I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief.
I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. It's your secret crush! And mine too. Phoenix Wright.
Ah!
You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. Admit it. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his.
Why are you impressed with Wright? I'm the one who did that! God. It's like you think everybody that knows Wright is like him, too. Isn't that a little obsessive?
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on this map? Oh, yeah. Ah!
It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge, with the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall.
Oh, man. Well, that is a pretty decent alibi, actually.
I was so scared by the whole affair that I want to think about it.
So, this is a secret that you locked away in your heart?
Yes.
It looks as though I may have to visit this heavenly hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. Have a happily life ever after.
Was that jealousy?
No. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless,
Why would you say that?
because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am.
Because you're hiding your identity! You freaking... Of course he doesn't know! You're trying to hide who you are! Whatever. We'll deal with that in court. We'll expose her for the phony she is. Frickin' Dahlia. But anyway, let's... Oh. I think I know who's staying here now. Whoa! Not much of a view down here, huh? It's no better than the view from my apartment, though. Tisk. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Who could it be?
Oh, why? Why does this always happen?
Oh, Larry, what the hell?
When I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal a detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck.
Yeah, robbing a poor man, that'll do you good. He's just talking to himself. Shh. Be quiet and listen.
I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again.
Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said! I got an objection!
Whoa, what the? Edgy, you dirty rat!
Gumshoe, you oaf! I'm sorry, sir! Before I knew it, I was shouting out, objection! And in a loud, commanding voice, too! I even pointed my pointer finger! You watch too many trials. I'm sorry! You've been to too many. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? So you're the one at Heavenly Hall now! Oh no. I have a feeling this is not going to end up well. What is this little shack anyway?
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday.
And why were you down here in the first place?
Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse.
Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Jeez, that's a shitty apartment. One thing's for sure. No one is likely to show up and disturb you here. Yeah.
So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe?
He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. God damn you, Larry. Well, hang on. I should probably look around first before we continue talking to him. That's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal.
You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris.
Larry, do you know the difference between graffiti and true art is?
It's how the artist himself defines it, right?
I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Thank you for the defense? I can't tell if that's helpful or not. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense.
You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place is to be heaven, because that thing is hell.
Huh. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. Yeah, you probably shouldn't defile the bridge like that. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here.
Ah, I still can't believe it. Really?
Huh? What is it, Larry?
Huh? Nothing. It's nothing.
Sounds pretty suspicious to me! Something about that statement smells. You know what they say. When it smells... Oh, wait, no, that was me this time. Whoops. Didn't mean to fart. This is Eagle River, sir. Also gross. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. he would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. He probably would have been dead before that. Okay, probably got enough. Let's keep talking now.
Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris.
Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute?
Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you. So I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you?
No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that.
Something tells me he would be shocked indeed.
That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt?
What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. We really want to know the answer to that. We're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Oh man, he's going to be a witness again? Son of a bitch. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night?
Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me.
No.
Okay. Chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible.
Something incredible?
And of course, Larry hiding secrets as always. God damn you. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water.
Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? With Phoenix, it's a different story, because he's reasonable. You're not, Larry. As a matter of fact, whoa, I didn't listen to that voice the first time. That surprised me. But yep, you're the one who's always hiding shit, Larry, so let's get this out of you now. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi.
And then,
it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth.
There's still 3 psycho locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
Where you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean there?
It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. The map would say so itself. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. Because it's surrounded by a bunch of trees.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. Main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
If you were telling the truth, you would have known that! Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what?
It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You were in your room at the temple, so then, where were you?
You don't know that I wasn't in my room.
So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well, then let's test my theory. Yep, the place you witnessed lightning striking Dusty Bridge from was here! Obviously, the place we're at now. The place you saw the lightning strike from was, naturally, Heavenly Hall.
Well, why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute.
Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet.
Uh-oh.
In other words, you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. Damn right.
I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing in this cold little shack last night?
That's what you might call a fair decor.
I think you mean a fair decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone?
Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know.
I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Oh, you dick! There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry.
I told you before, don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris!
Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt, because of my chilly glare.
So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh?
No shit!
Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing?
This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. You're the one who wrote this confusing-ass note, which is a salutation here. That's another thing that friggin' seems weird. What the hell is that? In a blackmail letter. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey, give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh!
First of all, what's at the top of the letter? It says salutation here.
Well, that's what it said in the book, Letter Writing for Dummies.
You're not supposed to actually write that. Oh, he wrote salutation here. Oh, what an idiot. That's where you're supposed to write Dear Iris.
Wah! I'm so sorry!
You wrote to Iris of Hazakura Temple, salutation here. Oh, you idiot. Somehow I love it, though. So, you were here at Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag! Threatening a young lady like that!
No. Wait, hold up.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal!
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact.
Give me a break, it's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
My love for her burned so hotly it can melt all the snow of this mountain.
Uh-oh. Then what is this secret you mentioned?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm telling you about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair.
All right, then why you sent a love letter in a business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break! It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh!
Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal?
It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his!
Oh, Larry.
What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
I want to stab you. That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down.
I really want to hit this man. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago.
You really want to know? Last night, I saw something incredible.
Oh my god, he never did talk about that. He's right. Larry.
But what? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. Oh man, what could have happened?
I already told you, didn't I? It's a lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
But what doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll rescue on the spot, pal!
Ah!
Are you fucking kidding me? What?
I just saw it!
What? You gotta be kidding me! No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Well, why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand.
Freaking Larry! We figured out a secret. It's like, oh, you called Iris over there. All right. What was the real incredible thing you saw last night? Nope.
Larry! You butthole!
God, leave it to Larry to... Prick. All right. Well, may as well get started on the trial, since we're going there now. Frickin' Larry, you asshole. Are you kidding me? Wow. What a dick move. Oh my. Mr. Larice feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all.
And you're relieved.
There's no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. Love, huh?
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident. Wait, you're not really accustomed to love? Why don't I believe you? Mark my words. I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? Your true identity is revealed.
Don't worry. I made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. Well, at least you're making Edgeworth's job easy. Thank you, Iris, for being understanding. Good. And don't stab me in the back. Okay, don't see the prosecution here yet. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hanscourt Temple. Oh, we have the Canadian judge back. I see.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
And the defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. That was simple. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant. Why would you... Oh, so those are the strings you pulled, huh?
The prosecution stands ready.
And you are?
Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance, you wouldn't be of any relation to legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma? Yes.
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Uh-oh.
Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
Well, at least a healthy rivalry. I can see why this works out for Edgeworth's favor. There isn't. But I'm sure once before in this courtroom. Ah!
I
told you, there is no such weakling.
What the hell was I doing there? What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I can do such a thing in my courtroom. But bailiff, remove that whip and...
No! I have no objection to the whip.
You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. but there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. Damn right. Well, there you go, Von Karma. You actually get to have some fun now.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I'd expect to face Phoenix right here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you. Slip through my fingers.
Don't forget, she is more of a rival with Edgeworth than Wright. She wanted to beat Wright to prove herself against Edgeworth, but this works just as well for her. What a lucky chance we have. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add things. Say, I'm not sure about people acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now, continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Okay, stop hitting me with the whip. Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case with as little whipping as possible.
No, not happening. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Donham.
Yep, and there's the photo of the stabbing.
Her body was found in the Hasakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
Yeah, that's what we saw. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. That's gonna not go well, probably, but we'll have to see where it goes from there.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please, witness to the stand. Oh, and so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Who said this will be your last? It will be, though. Oh, right, she's short.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Jeez. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. That's kind of mean, Judge. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Can you get something a little stronger than milk crates? Then again, maybe not.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little old me? Well, I'm the head down to Hasakura Temple in Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. That's just her name, sir. It's probably a pseudonym. Oh!
The courtroom is a garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave? Yes. You and the other judge are always really bad at that crap.
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
So you say. Let's hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? A boot. God damn it. They really did try to push the fact he's Canadian. Is it the color of the beard they decided to go for that for? I don't know.
That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris down the acolyte and returned to Hasakura Temple. There was no bath in the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I'd finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it!
Aha, after the bath. Oh, so it was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hasakura Temple?
Yes, you can say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed in the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There's only one problem in this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. So she noticed the flaw already. Okay. Sure. Thanks for letting me know there's a flaw in there. Time to see how good of a defense attorney that Miles Edgeworth could be.
Hold it!
At least I came up with voice lines for all these, too. What is this inner temple?
Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right?
We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam.
In order to do that, a place strong in spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training.
And how exactly do you help with this process?
It is all quite exacting. It can't be performed without non-supervising.
Like a tutor, watching to make sure a spoiled child studies.
A tutor with a whip, in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hasakura Temple, where the murder took place?
Your back likes to act up. Let's hear about your back problems, Missy.
Violently?
That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training.
On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again?
That's right. Raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off.
Man, that is a really bad back. Hold it. Yikes. Oh yeah, there's this.
You left Iris to help. With what?
What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter the training exercise proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the Acolyte so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm this point again, that night, you met Iris in the Inner Temple, correct?
Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions.
Okay. I think I see what the flaw is there. It has to do with the testimony she has. Oh yeah, the autopsy report. 10 to 11 stabbed in the back, fell 10 feet after death. I forgot about that. And now we have this photo of her being stabbed in the back. So that aligns up the test with the autopsy. Hold it! Alright, let me keep digging before I try to go for that contradiction.
So you returned to the Hasakura Temple in order to take a bath?
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do-or-be-done-in kind of world, after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind.
Uh-oh.
I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? This is why you have to watch the young ones.
What are you going on about? I was... Oh! Ow!
Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth.
The lowest of the low! Is there some sort of kick-me sign stuck to the defense's bench?
Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long, you understand, so?
No, you just had to deal with stupidity when you're on the defense, okay? Don't worry, you'll get more used to it, Edgeworth.
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true. Seems to be. There's indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are.
Yes, we always gotta question the witness's memories. You left her there, even though she never went there. Objection! Because of that, I have to doubt you, because I have to trust my client, even if she's lying.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well. Don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hasakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the Inner Temple at all.
No! She said that?
Aha! A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. Not yet!
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hasakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the Inner Temple would make for a much better alibi.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Well, that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Here we go again. Ah! All people lie. That is my belief. What a good belief to have. Why am I the only one being whipped in here?
I got whipped once. Shut up, Judge.
Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory's perfect. Crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then, I suppose it's too early to have this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to the cross-examination. Damn it.
And I was helping an acolyte with her training the
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
Huh. Now that is wrong. Because there's something to remember from the end of the first part of the investigation. Well, which was before the investigation started, rather. Are you sure that you're not making a mistake?
You, young man, needing your estimation of me up from the floor. Iris always wears the same clothes. The smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake. Thinking I made a mistake.
An excellent finish there, witness! Still, I have to wonder. Yeah, unfortunately, there's something she didn't know if she thought she looked the same. Oh, my throat. Remember, she looks exactly the same as she always did. Which, well... where is that, the article? No, she has her hood down. Remember what she got rid of before the murder happened? Her hood, which she gave to Phoenix Wright.
Objection!
Therefore, that is already off as well. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That's a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Ha! You figured it out.
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
Yeah, why indeed? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
Yeah. So what did you see then? It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand the happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. See, you're learning! Order the court, witness your response! What?
Sister, this hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see! A stockpile! A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each star is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange. Whoa!
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
Damn. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness! While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. That they are! And we're going to be digging even more into this testimony next time. With the next, bit of testimony. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Huh. Do you really get that great feeling of stimulation from having contradictions thrown around? That sounds like a weird fetish. Oh, that's wrong! Oh, yes! What? What is going on here? Alright, well, anyway, we'll end the episode. So come back next time. We're going to question more about the testimony of Sister Bikini here. And see if she really saw Iris or somebody else. Which would make my client look innocent. Yet, knowing who she could be, something tells me she's lying and trying to hide what she was really doing. Hard to say at this point. I'm just going to believe my client like Wright always does and hope it works out. Wait, who am I?